Okay, so transition. I watched her grow as a woman. She got an orchiectomy. She got breast surgery. She got laser facial hair removal. She had hormone therapy. All while I was supporting her through every avenue of it as best I could. If she had surgery, I would make sure that she didn't lift a finger. Because I was in the mindset of I would like her to do that for me. FYI, newsflash, she did not. She didn't help me with mine at all. None of my surgery. None of my surgeries. Except for getting me medication from the doctor's office or the pharmacy for pain. That's all she ever did. So yeah, so I watched her grow. I watched her learn how to do makeup. That was fun. It was also a sensitive subject because when I met her, I was a 24-year-old with a 2-year-old in tow. And I was a hot girl. I will have to post a picture here of what I used to look like. I was 127 pounds. I had long black hair or red hair, depending on my mood. And I was just a hot mom. And I did not wear the whole like mom jeans and just t-shirts and tennis shoes because it was easier to maintain that lifestyle. I stopped wearing makeup because of her, because she had basically at one point said makeup was too expensive. This was before her transition, obviously, but yeah, makeup was too expensive and I needed to spend that money on other things. I started giving her my child support at that time. She was still a guy and she was still living the man life before she had decided to transition. Her sexual appetite post-transition, 0. Pre-transition, she was a horn dog. She was a fuckboy. And a nerdy one at that, which kind of contradicted itself because gamer guys are D&D people. Usually they're like, I want to spend money on minis and books and dice and my hobbies. Kaylee was interested in chasing tail. And it showed. And that's where the narcissistic abuse showed, was mostly pre-transition. Post-transition, it was all about manipulation. And a lot of the pre-transition mindset where she had this idea in her head that if she pouted or if she put up a fight or a stink, a pitched a fit, whatever, she would get her way. Because I am a doormat. To the point where at one point when we went to another set of counselors, the counselor actually had me do a art project where I drew a rectangle on a poster board and wrote the words doormat on it. And then on the back of it, I put all of the qualities that all of the behaviors that I did as a doormat on the backside of it. And the counselor was like, see, these are bad behaviors. You need to change these. These are what makes you a doormat. Noted. She was not a very good counselor. She did try. It's okay. We can't succeed all of the time. But yeah, so I watched Kaylee learn makeup and grow and be beautiful and shine as pretty as I thought she could. And all the while dimming my own personal light because I didn't want to make her angry or outshine her. And it hurt. And I lost myself. Part of me died that day when she told me I couldn't afford makeup. don't think I ever recovered that part of me. Maybe I will, but as of to this date, no. That part of me is still locked away somewhere. So yeah, so people came around, her job came around, she was happy and content and growing into the woman that she always knew she wanted to be, and that was cool. That was really cool. She met some cool people who were also transgender. I started doing more research on transgender and realized I myself was also considered transgender by not being binary. Like I'm non-binary. I do not fit into a box. If anything else, the box fits around me in a weird, awkward shape, like a cat in a box made into a tank. It's the only way I can explain it. Because I just don't flow like normal people do. And I am demisexual. I have to feel that energy and that connection, and the mental spice has to be there before I can go, let's jump into bed, because that's just weird to me. So yeah, she pre-transition would coerce me into sex with random strangers. So I would despise it. I hated it. But if I didn't do the things that she wanted me to do, the threat of her walking out on me was very high. Reality of it all. Sad. Post-transition, I was her maid. I was her nanny. I took care of the kids. I did all the things. Waited on her hand and foot. She was living the high life. She had nothing to do but go to work and go have fun. She has come at me multiple times saying that I would not let her have extracurricular activities or go places, or like, for example, she spent the night at her friend Avril's house, saying that I made her feel guilty for that. I didn't say anything to her when she was staying at Avril's house. Avril had top surgery and needed someone to stay with her, to take care of her. And I was like, okay, bye. Avril lived down the street, but Kaylee needed the car. I didn't drive anyways, but it would have been nice to know that, like, if I needed the car to take someone to the hospital or to go to the grocery store, I could have a friend drive that car. It was a joint car. At least that's how she portrayed it, but it was not. But whatever. It's in the past. It's nothing to worry about. So, yeah. I did not guilt trip her to abuse the situation. That was never me. I never guilt tripped her for anything. That's not me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even wrap your brain around something when somebody projects that onto you, because you're like, at what point did I give that impression? Because I need to go back and I need to undo it, because that's not that. No. So yeah. We moved out of the house in 2017 because people in the neighborhood were being transphobic, and it was not safe. We moved to Dallas, and the apartment complex we moved into was great. It was close to her job. It was good. Come back for the next part.